The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the... .30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes his forward for about 6.
The tackle made at
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 63 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Browns, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
39-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the 39, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Mayfield
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was brought down by...
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
That
might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Balaj. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 28.
First and 10.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Push him back. Hurry.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. after the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by...
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time. But now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now Landry. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. Now Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Down by Reuben Foster.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On second and 9, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the...
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He was brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
For a Cleveland Brown.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Washington.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Haskins on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Landry now on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Chubb on the counter, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, we're 33.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield trying to lay one up deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Stay with your man. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. He's going to fire. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He finds Corey Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 46-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Gibson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time. And it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he finds McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit.